Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. So for today's video, I'm going to be testing out a couple of new products from Beauty Bay, but I thought I'd kind of incorporate them into almost a full face of Beauty Bay products. So they've just released this, which is kind of like a bit of a primer slash foundation hybrid, I would say. You can wear it either, you know, underneath a foundation, or you can wear it on its own, a bit like the Charlotte Tilbury like flawless filter one. So this is called the Glow Filter, and it says a lightweight versatile formula to prime and illuminate the skin for an effortless glow. The easy to blend fit skin filter works to smooth and blur the skin and create a sheer finish and a flawless base. Wear alone for a glowing skin or under makeup as a dewy base. So as I say, it's kind of like a bit of a hybrid. I haven't got the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I have got the Primark dupe of it, which I actually really like. And I do in the summer wear it on its own as well, or in like, you know, the warmer weather. So this one looks like this, which I think, you know, the packaging is very simple, kind of, you know, Beauty Bay packaging is quite simple, but it's nice. And this came in 2 shades, I believe, or actually it might have been 4. Thinking about it, I think it was 4. I think this one was the second to lightest. Yeah, it says on the box BB 102. I believe this was the second to lightest. I think there was a lighter one, and then obviously 2 darker shades as well. So we're going to try that out. I also have the new highlighter palette as well. So again, this came in 2 shades, I think. So this one being the lighter one, and then there was a darker one as well. Again, packaging really nice, you know, your standard sort of Beauty Bay packaging. And then inside, this is the actual palette itself. So opening up, we've got these 3 shades in here. So we've got a really nice kind of icy highlighter here. We've got a more pinky toned one, and then there's more of a champagne one. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go for. I've been quite liking pinky sort of highlighters lately. So I might go for the middle one, but we will see. So I've got that as well. And then I thought, you know, to kind of create a bit of a full face, I'd dip back into these as well. So this I've actually been really loving since I tested it out. I use it quite often, which is the Bronze Blush Glow Highlighter. Again, this is the lighter one that they do, which is called, oh, what's it called? It doesn't say on it. I'm sure it's called First Light. I'm pretty sure it's called First Light. And then I thought I'd dip back into this one as well, which is their most recent kind of one of their limited edition ones. I believe this is still in stock, which is the Retro Love Palette as well. Okay, so first up, I'm going to go in with the Glow Filter. So just giving you a bit more of a close-up, it looks like this. So we've got this really nice kind of like chrome silver on here, and then a little sneak peek there of what the shade is like inside. It has a pump on it, which I really like. So pumping, right, it's a tiny bit there. So I'll take 2 pumps, I think, to start off with. So it looks like that. So it's quite a thick consistency. We do have kind of like a bit of a dewy, glowy look about it. And then what I'm going to do is go straight in. I've got like a small stippling brush here. I'm going to go straight in and just apply it as I normally would, you know, my foundation or whatever. I'm actually more of a BB cream person. I like a BB or a CC cream. So something like this that's got a lighter coverage is actually a lot more me than, you know, a full cover foundation or anything. Okay, so that's just applied to one cheek. So it's on here. Obviously, this is a side that I haven't done. I've just used a brush. So that's kind of how we're looking close up just there. It does have a really nice kind of dewy finish. It's not overly like, you know, glittery or anything like that. It is a really nice kind of glowy finish. Yeah, obviously it's not going to be, you know, full coverage or anything like that. It's extremely light coverage. But for me, you know, in the warmer weather, when I don't want loads of makeup on, that suits me absolutely fine. I actually prefer that. So yeah, in the summer, obviously, and you've got the light kind of reflecting off it as well, I think that is a really beautiful product on its own. But perhaps, you know, in the cooler weather, or, you know, if you just like a fuller coverage in general, then you will need to put a foundation over the top of this. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the rest of my face as well, and then I'll use my sponge as I always would, just to kind of, you know, pat it into my skin as well. Okay, so that's how it looks, you know, completely done. So that's all over my face now, and obviously pressed in with a sponge. It is a really nice finish. It is beautiful, very glowy. And as I say, it's not over the top, you know, it's not like super illuminating or anything like that, that it's almost too much. But yeah, I think it's really nice, and as I say, would look lovely on its own in the summer, you know, especially if you've got a nice tan or something underneath. But yeah, I just feel at the moment, with it being not quite warm enough, yeah, it's not giving me kind of as much coverage as a BB cream would, you know, bearing in mind a BB cream's not full coverage. It's just not quite there for me at the moment. So I will need to put like a BB cream over the top. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. This cheek in particular, I do have some slight rosacea sort of forming around the centre just here. And I'd say it's evened it out a little bit, but obviously nothing too dramatic or anything like that. This cheek tends to be a little bit better. Obviously, you know, I have pores and things like that. You can still see those. So, you know, you can see some texture, but that's perfectly normal for me. So yeah, I actually think it's, you know, a really nice product. But today I am just going to use it kind of like as an illuminating primer. So I am going to pop my usual BB cream over the top. So that will be the Herborian BB cream. So I'm just going to quickly whack this on, and then we'll continue with the other products as well. Okay, so foundation or BB cream done. So that's how we're looking over the top of the product. So it does show through, really nice and dewy and glowy. And yeah, it gives a beautiful base for your BB cream foundation, whatever you like to use. But yeah, I think it's stunning. Really, really nice. And it went over it beautifully as well. So before I continue with the base products, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow. So we're going to go in with the Retro Love palette from Beauty Bay. And yeah, this one I have reviewed on its own before, but I thought we'd try something different today with it. So the colour story is like this. So it's very pretty. It's really, really nice, actually. You've got kind of loads and loads of looks you can do with this. This pan here was broken in transit, which I said about before, but it's just one of those things. So today I thought I'd go for a bit more of like a pinky look. So I really like this kind of a quad, this quad just here. So I thought we'd maybe try something with those. Right, okay, so eyes primed. So I am going to start off by going into the shade At Last, which is this one just here. And I'm going to use that in my crease here, and it's kind of just above as well. So this to me looks like a really gorgeous kind of almost mauve sort of shade. That is beautiful. A really, really nice colour. I love colours like this, like, you know, sort of pinky purpley colours. I think they're really, really pretty. Okay, so like that, and then I'm going to take the shade Love Me Do, which is this one just here. And I'm going to use that just to blend out the edges of that kind of pinky shade. Okay, so yeah, that's blended out, you know, nicely. So then I'm going to take, I think I'm actually going to go into this dark brown just here, which is Brown Eyed Girl. And I'm going to put that on the outer part of my lid just here. That's a beautiful brown. It's really nicely pigmented actually, and it sits on that pinky shade really, really nicely. Okay, lovely. So then on the inner part of my lid just here, I'm going in with a shimmer, and I think I'm going to take this one called Be My Baby. So it's this one just here, kind of like a bit of a rose gold colour, I would say. I can't remember what I used last time, but I don't think it was this one. No, I think I went more purpley. I can't remember. Right, so I'm just using my brush. And that's going on absolutely beautifully, really, really nice. That's a beautiful shimmer, really, really nice. So underneath, I'm just going to run with the Brown Eyed Girl shade again. So it was that darker brown one. Literally just run that underneath my lower lash line. Okay, so just like that. So yeah, fairly simple sort of eye look, but you know, it's nice. Yeah, just went, as I say, for kind of pinks and a bit of brown, and yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty. Right, so I'm going to wax some mascara on, and then I'll come back and we'll try out the rest of the base products. So there's the eyes now done. So we're going to dip into the First Light palette, which is the Bronze Blush Glow palette. I'm not going to use the highlighter out of this palette today. I'm just going to go for the bronzer, which, as you can see, I have used quite a lot. And I think I might go for the pink, so the Rosebud blush as well. So these are really quite pigmented, these. So I'm just going to take my bronzer brush and start off obviously with the bronzer. Just popping that on my usual areas. Hold my hair back for this one. That's the problem with going blonde again. When I put bronzer on the top of my head here, it kind of shows up on my hair again now. Okie doke. A bit on my nose and just around the bottom of my jaw. Standard practice, really. So just like that. So as you can see, it's a really nice colour. It's not too dark. It's just right for me, actually. So there's the bronzer done. So I'm going to go in with the blush now. So as I say, I'm going to use the pinky shade, which is Rosebud, just here. Again, this is pretty pigmented, and I'm just going to apply it, as I say, to the areas that I normally would again. I like to kind of go up to my temple because I find it helps to kind of give me that bit of a lift. And then I'm just going to take my bronzer brush again and kind of, I just do this just to really, just to blend them in together, to be honest with you. So just like that. Yeah, so that's it from that palette. So we're going to go into the highlighter palette next, which is this one. So it's Peachy Glow. So giving you a close-up of the colours. So this is what they look like. These are beautiful. They kind of remind me of like slabs of chocolate. Really, really pretty. So I think, let's try and give them all a swatch. I think Cloud is going to be a little bit too icy for me to use as a highlighter, although it's not actually that icy. So this is how they look as swatches. I've put them in the most awkward place, but yeah, so there. Actually, the Cloud shade, which is this one just here, is kind of like a bit of a iridescent shift. So it's not actually that icy. And the pink one, this one, is actually quite dark, quite a lot darker than I expected. The champagne one though is really, really standing out to me. So I think I'm going to go with that one today. Right, so I'm using my fan brush. I've got him very, very light-handed into the actual product because I know these can be extremely pigmented. And I'm literally just tickling the top of my cheekbone just here with the brush. That is stunning. Really, really nice. It's actually a perfect champagne shade for me. I sometimes find they can be either a little bit too dark or a little bit kind of, yeah, icy really, if they've got that kind of icy glow to them. But this one is just right. Really, really nice. Can you see kind of like the really pretty glow that it gives just here? It sits so nicely on the skin. I will say that the highlighter in this palette, so this one just here, I've not really used it because for me, this is kind of like a little bit too much on the glittery side. I like them to be a little bit more kind of smooth so that they almost melt into the skin rather than like sit on top with like a kind of a glittery look. And I must say that this one, and they all look the same formula, so I think they'll all be the same, actually does that. So I prefer the highlighters in this palette to in the First Light one. But I think that is so pretty. It's really, really nice. Right, okay, so that's all of those products tested. So I'm just going to quickly go and whack some lipstick on. I did order a lipstick, but they forgot to put it in the box and I couldn't be bothered to wait. So yeah, I'm just going to use a nude sort of coloured lipstick that I've got. And yeah, then I'll be back. Okay, so here is the finished look, and I think these products are absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. The base kind of glow filter, as they call it, is really, really lovely. It looked really nice on its own. As I say, in the summer, sort of the warmer weather, I think it'll be beautiful as a product on its own. Or, you know, at the moment, I think it looks really, really nice underneath your usual base product like foundation, BB cream, whatever you use. I think it really shows through with a kind of lovely glowy filtery look. It's really pretty. The eyeshadow, obviously I have tested it out before and yeah, but not these colours. Just like before, absolutely love it. A really, really nice palette. It's beautifully pigmented, blends really nicely. Yeah, lovely, lovely colours. Even this kind of paler pink that I used on the crease just here, really lovely pigmented. It's, yeah, really, really nice. The face palette obviously is one of my favourites anyway, but yeah, that went on, you know, absolutely fine. I knew it would. The highlighter palette, stunning, absolutely beautiful. I can't get over the kind of really lovely, almost buttery glow that it gives on the top of my cheekbone just there. I think it's absolutely stunning. I really want to try out the other colours as well. So, you know, I'll pop those into future videos or looks that I do. And yeah, we'll see what they're like as well. But, you know, this haze shade, I think is absolutely stunning. It's really, really nice. So as always, all products shown in today's video I will link in the description box below for you, along with any discount codes or anything like that. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me. If you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!